You are welcome back. So all we need to do now is how to install the Tally software. Take the package you have, insert the CD or your download into your drive, copy the Tally software, the Tally folder on that CD or your download into your C drive on your system. Your C drive on your system. And the next thing you need to do is to go to your C drive on your system, and you do that by clicking on the start menu and take computer. In some cases it might be my computer. Then you go to the local disk C, double click it, and you will locate the Tally folder, Tally ERP9 folder in your local disk C. Double click that and it opens. You can see several sub menus in that folder. You have the data. That data menu is the one that stores all your company data. Every data you have entered in your company gets stored in that data folder. Then there is the language folder, which is lang here. That one controls the language of your software. If you're going to use English or any other language, it controls those languages that it supports. So all you need to do now is to go to the Tally folder where you have the T9 icon. Right click it and then it opens. Send it to desktop. You go to send to, and then you have desktop create shortcut. You send it to desktop creating shortcut. You close this one, and then on your desktop you now have the shortcut to the folder. Double click on the shortcut. So double click on the shortcut, and when you do that, just hold on for a while for Tally to bring out the home page, and then it continues to do that. Now we are close to being at the home page of Tally. What you need to do is to come to educational mode, because this one in particular is for training. So you click on educational mode, double click it, it displays into silver edition mode, that is for single user, and you have the gold edition mode, that is for multi-user. It is actually unlimited. So click on the gold edition mode, double click on it, and it brings you to the home page where you have select company. This select company is when you have built as many companies as possible into the software. From this, when you click on the X, you now select the company you want to load. When you want to log in as a remote user, because Tally ERP9 supports remote access. So if you want to log in as a remote user from your end as a remote access, so you click on log in as a remote user. But now we want to create a company. So you click on this create a company icon. But before we create a company icon, we need to understand that in Tally there are shortcuts, and the shortcuts are just those letters you can find in capital. Instead of taking your cursor there to click them, all you need to do is to go to your keyboard, click those letters. For instance, if I want to take select company, X is in capital and in red. So I'll just click on X on my keyboard. It will go to select a company. So if I have actually built some companies into this software, you would see them come up like this. Then basically there are several keys you need to use. You need to be aware of. The escape key is very key in using Tally. The backspace key is also key in using Tally. The tab key as well as the enter key. Those keys are very, very relevant when you want to use Tally. So the thing you do now is to click on create a company. When you double click on create a company, it brings you to the wizard where you can create your company, and that is how you start. Now we are continuing with our creation of a company. Now on this directory you have the D column /tally.erp9/data. That is the directory where your company data will be stored. And now you're asked the name of your company. For instance, Business Genius Consulting Limited as the name of the company. You use your tab key. Like I told you, your tab key, your enter key, your escape key, and your backspace key are very key with respect to using this software. So the software is asking mailing address of your company. Of course, it should remain the same name, as in the mailing name should remain the same name as Business Genius Consulting Limited. Then the address, let's say number 1 Wilma Street, Oregon. Okay, go to the next line. Lagos. So let's assume that's all the addresses we needed to put. Then statutory compliance with, so we are not complying with anyone, so we take it to none. You take it to none. Telephone number, let's assume the telephone number is 080-2923-7054. Mobile number, if it is different from the telephone from the other one, let's say 080-50-500-185, and then takes you to email. Let's say the email is Business Genius Consulting Limited at yahoo.com as the email address. Use your tab key. Enable auto backup. You say no, you do your backup yourself. Currency symbol, if you want to use Naira, if your company is denominated in Naira, your currency is denominated in Naira, you use Naira. If it is in pounds, you use pounds. If it is in dollars, you use dollar. For it, let's just take this as Naira. So use Naira as N, as the currency symbol. The account with inventory. When you get to account with inventory, it means the account you're going to create now, you will be including inventory information. Inventory is another name for the word stock. You'll be using inventory information. If it is just accounts only, that is, you don't deal with trading, you don't buy stock, or you don't deal with anything inventory, you can take it accounts only. But for the purpose of this training, we'll be looking at it as accounts with inventory, so that it will be all encompassing. Then the financial year begins from 1st of January this year. Let's take it like that. 1st of January this year. And then your books ends, of course, 31 days. Periodicity concept, 31st of December this year. And then you continue. It gives you Tally vote password, if any. Don't just worry about that. Go to use security control. Yes, you type Y. When you take Y, is a shortcut for yes. So you just take Y, it will bring out yes. And when you use your tab key, it takes you to other information with respect to security. The name of the administrator. So that's the place you set your security. For instance, the name of the administrator, I take it to be BGCL as the name of the administrator, and then the password as 1234 ABCD as the password. So it's asking me to repeat my password, 1234 ABCD, and then it pops up an information once you take the second password as a repeat, and then you take your tab key. It gives you the warning information that as soon as you forget your password, you can no longer access your information. So you key you accept, you key any key, and then it continues. Use Tally audit feature. Say yes. This audit feature is mainly used by auditors. Then disallow opening in education mode. For this one, you say no because you are using education mode. If you say yes, it cannot open again. So you say no so that it can open on education mode. Then when you pick up your tab key, it takes you down to the base currency information where you have what is the symbol of your currency. It is N for Naira, and then you have former name. You have it as Naira as your former name. Numbers of decimal places 2, as in after your Naira, what is the number of decimal places for your kobo? 2 is symbol suffixed to amount, as in the symbol of your currency. Is it suffixed to amount? If your currency is dollar, is your dollar sign suffixed to the amount? It is no, because it is prefixed to the amount. So you take no. Symbol for decimal portion. If your currency is dominated in dollars, then your symbol will be cents for decimal portion. But now we are using Naira, our symbol will be kobo. So we take it as kobo. Use your tab key still. Show amount in millions. You say yes. The reason is the Tally software, when you say no, it will now show amount in lakhs. And amount in lakhs, if you want to write 1 million in lakhs, it is 1, double zero, as in 20, 4 zeros. That is their 1 million. But if you want it to report the way we write our 1 million as 1, 30, 30. So you take it as show amount in millions. Then put a space. You use your tab key all the time. Put a space between amount and symbol. You say no, there is no need for any space between amount and symbol. Well, if you want to, you take it as a yes. Decimal places for printing amount in words. Let's take it as 2. If you want to print amount in words, then when you click on your tab key again, it will ask you if you want to accept what you have done. So all you just need to do is to take yes.